This was his first stop off grid on the way up to Benidorm, where we spent one night. When we got there it looked perfect, but as you can hear in the background, the wind was horrendous. So we sat around for an hour and then thought, no, we need to move on. Everywhere's closed around this bit. So we turned around, went back up the road, about 1.5 miles. So we parked up here right on the seafront, right near the little village. So we thought we'd be all right here, but boy was we wrong. After a couple of hours, the winds just got worse and worse and worse. They were that strong, you couldn't even walk against them. They was just blowing you over, and the sand that was hitting you was horrendous. It actually hurt you. But we decided we was going to stick it out for the night anyway, because it was such a lovely place. So we stuck it out. The beachfront restaurant, they was open, so we decided to go out for some food. But it was okay, it wasn't up too much, it was a bit expensive, but I suppose it's a seafront restaurant, so you're going to pay the price. By late afternoon, the winds, they were too strong, they were that powerful. It was time just to batten down the hatches and sit it out for the night. Well, best we could, like, because it was just, we thought the motorhome was going to blow over at one point. It was like being on a boat out in the rough sea, tossing you all over the place. It was horrible. This was just before we moved off in the morning. The winds were still just as bad as they was the day before. The motorhome it had been sandblasted through the night. It looked like it had been buried in sand. It was absolutely covered in sand. So that was it, time for the off. So we headed 2 hours up the coast towards Alicante to a place called Aguilas. And what a move that was, perfect. We was only going to come for one night, but we got this parking spot facing the sea, and we decided that we're going to stop 2 nights because it was too nice to drive off after one night. A few hours later, this motorhome turned up. Guy living on his own, who's a travelling barber. When this is your view outside your caravan window, what's not to like about it? Stunning view. Right on the beach. I think we're about 20 foot away from the sea. This is us, this is where we parked. And they just go on forever, the motorhomes. Brilliant. Later on that night, this is what happens when the neighbours ask you around to have a few drinks outside with them.
Hippies are not meant to be on photos, man. I'm like a Casa Fantasma, like a ghost. I want to remain a ghost. I want to order here, look. Oh my goodness. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'll have to turn it round, look. Barbers. Yo. Oh, I'm going to have my ears on. Hey. Look, that's very sweet. Look at it. How amazing. You wouldn't find this in England, would you? Hey!
But as usual, the next day, later on that afternoon, the winds picked up again, back up to gale force. So we decided we're not going to sit here, so we moved on again. A 2-hour drive back up the road towards Alicante. Basically a huge supermarket parking area which allows motorhomes to park on it, so thought, well, we'd have a night there and see what it was like. So we restocked on booze and food, probably more booze than food, but wine, €1.5 a litre, So fully loaded with the wine, the next day we moved on up to Torrevieja, where we were stopping for 5 nights.